fashion, a rockin' Japanese dinner. Enough gas to get you a wet bitch. I'm in the loaded. I had to from my enemies. They bringing my old ways back in my day. Where they had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my, now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know, you short a few. Oh no, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed with precaution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick by drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. Michelle, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Michelle. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Over! Now let's go!
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Something to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And a dump off to Wyatt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, and I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out come the Patriots. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Switch.
They go play action here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Go.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. Now we have Wentz here, still down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the scout troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Throw.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah, baby. Throw.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 3rd down, Taylor steps away to his left. He can run. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And right side caught. Hogan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down. That's White. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go play action now. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Taylor to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slow.
Play action. It's Taylor. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Taylor on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from the desert after this. Taylor now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the quick slant good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's a run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now the extra point. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the Patriots coming out now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watching now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So we reach halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Room here to run. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And the pitch goes to Mixon. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And it's Michel once again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Over!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Robert Kindici in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out now come the Cardinals.
Slow.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Oh, nice move. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And they'll run it here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, it's Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Green 3.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, check. 3 down.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check.
On 3rd down, that's Grant. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, Michelle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. And a dump off to White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.